What's up everyone, welcome back to Overlanding World. In this video we're going to be sharing some exciting news with you guys, something that we've been working on for a few months now. We're actually going to be releasing and launching these new larger upgraded brake calipers for the first gen Toyota Sequoias. This can be something that's going to be purchased on our website overlandingworld.co, and we'll be sure to link that down in the description for you guys. Now, upgrading the calipers is something that you guys should definitely do, especially if your tire size is larger than factory. You definitely need to upgrade your brakes, and we're going to turn you guys over to the engineer to tell you why.
Alright guys, so we've busted out the whiteboard to be a little bit more like engineering explained and show you guys why you need the upgraded brake kit that we will be selling. So in the red is the 35-inch tires, and in the black is your factory 29 or 30-inch tires that come on your car. And here we are showing the brake rotor size. So the red would be the upgraded rotors that you can run with the machine calipers, and in the black is the factory size rotors. Now, where do the rotors come into play? Well, rotors apply negative torque to your tires to be able to slow down your vehicle. So torque is force times distance. The force that your vehicle applies is the mass of the vehicle per tire, and the distance is your distance from the center of from the hub. Now, as you increase your tire size, the distance increases, and the torque from the tire significantly increases. Now, there comes a point where your factory braking system can't apply the negative torque on your rotor to be able to overcome the torque from the larger tire. And this is where upgraded brakes come into play. With the machine calipers, you're able to run a larger rotor, being able to apply more force and more negative torque onto your hub, being able to slow down the tire faster. With the larger 35s, your factory braking system isn't able to create enough negative torque to lock up the tire, and this is where it comes in, where you can't utilize the full braking system, and the upgrades come into play. As you guys will see now, as we jump into the next scene, we'll do a braking test from about 40 miles an hour, try to engage the ABS, and the factory braking system is incapable of stopping the larger tires. And then later on, we'll do the upgrade to the bigger rotors and the machine calipers from the Lexus GX460s and show that the ABS will then engage. Alright, Tiff is going to come down the street at 40 miles an hour, and we're going to try to make an emergency stop and see if we can lock up the 35s with the factory brake caliper. Nope, she tried it, and you guys saw the front tires did not lock up.
Alright, enough with the engineering lecture. Let's get into the actual work and remove our factory calipers and put on these new shiny ones. So we just loosened all the bolts on the caliper and just removed the brake line, and next off is going to just be removing caliper and putting a new one on.
Alright guys, so here's the two main differences within the GX460 and the Sequoia caliper and rotor combos. As you guys can see from the calipers, there's nothing any different between the two. These have a little bit bigger pistons, but not by much, right? Where you get the advantage is in the rotors. So if I pick these up next to each other and put them side by side, you guys can see that the GX rotor is larger in diameter, and as we explained on the whiteboard, that is where we're gaining our advantage. Having a bigger moment arm on our rotor allows us to apply more force on the rotor to be able to stop the tire faster. And there it is. It's wider as well, so it can hold more heat into it, and as you guys can see, the cooling inside is completely different than the stock Sequoia rotor. Now on overlandingworld.co, where you guys go to order these calipers, so we'll only be selling the machine calipers itself. We'll not be selling the rotors and brake pads, mainly because everyone likes different rotor companies. Everybody likes different pads. Some people want the factory one, some people want the Hawk upgraded ones. So we'll just make it a lot easier for us. So we machine these in-house at our local CNCs, and go ahead and pre-order them, and we'll have them out to you within 2 and 3 weeks.
Now it's finally time to put on our new rotors and calipers. Alright, so we got it bolted on for the most part. Another thing to note is you want this nipple piece at the top when you're going to put them on. They're looking pretty nice.
And here's the reason why we have to machine the GX460 calipers. Because of how the hub on the Sequoia is. When you machine it, that's where it allows the rotor to sit perfectly in the middle between the 2 sets of pistons.
Next up is prepping the brake pads and sliding them into place. We then slid the pins into place, and as a reminder, all of this hardware will come with the calipers when they're purchased. You will, however, need to reuse the same bolts that is holding on your caliper right now.
Alright, so Tiff is gonna be pumping the brakes, and I'm gonna be doing the thing, so hold the door open. See, it's already going down right there, and we got some fluid coming out the nipple. Alright, Tiff, pump it.
We repeated this process with the other side and finally got our tires back on. Now it's time to really put these calipers to the test and see the difference. Alright guys, so we just installed the new calipers and brakes, and we're doing the same test here, so let's see how it goes.
We heard the ABS engaged, and the pedal started pulsing really fast, and we stopped right away. These things are awesome.
Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed. Like we had mentioned, these calipers are going to be up for sale on the website, overlandingworld.co. We'll be sure to link it down in the description.
And the first 10 orders are going to get a special present with the calipers. So go ahead and go order them, because these are an important safety factor for any car with a larger than factory tire.
Alright guys, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.